So there's only one hot topic today to talk about. President Trump and First Lady Melania have tested positive for the coronavirus. And as with everyone who has contracted this terrible virus, we wish them nothing but a full recovery. Sonny, let's start with you today. How shocked were you to wake up to this news?
Well, I actually learned about it last night, and I stayed up really through the night and well into the morning. So I was saddened by it because the last thing you want is for the president of your country to contract what has been a deadly disease during a global pandemic, because it becomes a national security issue. Joy, and I'm concerned not only for the president and his family, but for our country. So I think that this is a grave danger to the president, because we know that he's 74, he's obese, he was in contact with many people, including 20 to 30 people, I believe, that were on his airplane. And he went to Bedminster, New Jersey, for a rally, I believe. And so I worry about the people that he came into contact with. I worry about the First Lady and her son. I worry about the White House staff. I worry about Vice President Biden, who participated in a debate, and who also is in his 70s. This is, I think, just really very serious.
So, okay, yes, it's very serious. It's serious for the country. What was your reaction when you heard this? I don't know, who is it? Anna. Let's go.
Well, look, it's sobering news. It's very serious news. I think it's a reminder for all of us that even though the numbers seem to be going down, that this is still very much a serious threat for all Americans. I think it's a reminder for all of us to wear the damn mask. This one is from mothers who demand action, who are the mothers of people who've died by gunshots, by gun violence. Look, here's the bottom line. I saw today this tweet by Joe Biden where he was expressing his concern, offering prayers and well wishes to the president and the First Lady. And I think that's exactly the right tone. And I'm grateful for Joe Biden having set an example by him wearing a mask, by him social distancing, and by him setting this tone of offering good wishes. You can offer good wishes and you can wish nothing but the best to Donald Trump. And that's what all Americans should be doing right now, because this is a very serious illness. We should not wish it on anybody, on any American, on any human. It is a threat to all of us. But that doesn't obviate, that doesn't mean that we don't recognize how badly he has mishandled this virus, that he has not worn a mask, that he was making fun of Joe Biden for wearing a mask. So both things, I think that a lot of Americans right now, like me, are feeling both things. We want him to get better. I want him to lose, but I don't want him to suffer any harm, and I want him to get better. I want there to be a fair election. But at the same time, I also want this to serve as a sobering lesson for all Americans, those who are refusing to wear the mask, those who think this is a hoax, those who have not been social distancing, to take it seriously, because we are far from being out of the woods.
I think that it would be, I agree with everything you've said so far, Anna. I think it would also be a good idea for him to come out and say, look, I have been wrong. I have been wrong. Just FYI, in January, I want to read this. The CDC confirms the first case of coronavirus, January. Trump says the country has it under control. That's what he tells the country. That's not what he says to Bob Woodward. February, it's going to disappear. March, the risk is very low. April, it could go away with the heat and will be gone by Easter. He says he would not wear a mask in April. September, he says it affects virtually nobody. September. In October, he found out he was positive for the virus. So, you know, it would be really great if he would come out and speak to the American people and say, you know what, you can't fight science. Science is correct. And it applies to climate change also. Science is correct. I don't want to be in a position where things are really falling apart on this planet, and then we say, you see, we told you so. Sarah, would you like to weigh in on this?
Yeah, just real quickly, I think like everyone else, I woke up and I was not surprised on one hand and terrified at the same time. I think we've watched him downplay the seriousness of this, and the mask has become a rallying cry for his administration, and many of his base. So to see that he has it, but there's a part of me that also thought this is the president of the United States, the most protected human possibly on this globe, ground zero for all the information, all the scientists, the doctors advising people consistently now on what they were supposed to do. And if it's penetrated this inner circle, there's a moment of, oh my gosh, what does this mean going forward? And I can't help but come back to what Ana said about the mask. You know, this messaging has been consistent for months now, and many people, including the president, said during the debate, but Dr. Fauci, you know, that was March, guys. Like, it's October. It's been a consistent message, and they said hand hygiene, social distancing, and wearing masks. So I just wonder if we'd be here if that did not become a rallying cry for the president.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so he's been downplaying the virus, as we know, and he kept it going at the debate the other night. So let's watch this clip.
I mean, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on, you know, when I think I need it. Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test, and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to. But I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
So how else is this going to impact the country? That's the question. Could it even postpone the election?